Welcome back to Katie Quiz, brought to you by GBU Life. It is now time for our final round, a round we call More or Less. In this round, we have 2 sets of clues for each team. In a set of clues, there are 3 clues available. After the first clue, it's worth 30 points. If a team decides to answer and gets it right, 30 points is added to their score. However, if they get it wrong, they lose 30 points from their score. A second clue is available, though. That drops the points value down to 20. 20 if they get it right, 20 off if they get it wrong. A third and final clue is available. That drops the points value down to 10. 10 if they get it right, 10 off if they get it wrong or fail to answer. If you answer both sets of clues at the 30-point value, we're going to give you a 25-point bonus, meaning you can get 85 points in this round, but you could also lose 60 in this round. So some strategy is going to be needed. Up first is our team from South Park High School. In South Park, here we go with your first set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. Ambition must be made to counteract ambition is a quote from one of these works that was written under the pseudonym Publius. Would you like to tell us what this is for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
Just ask for the next one. May we have the next clue?
For 20 points, John Jay, James Madison, and Alexander Hamilton wrote these 85 works.
The Federalist Papers.
That is correct. You just added 20 points to your score. Here's your second set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. The portal vein delivers deoxygenated blood to this organ where star-shaped Kupffer cells are located. Would you like to answer for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
May we have the second clue?
The second clue. Sufferers of jaundice experience scarring of this organ, which also is damaged by cirrhosis and hepatitis. Would you like to tell us this organ for 20 points or take a third clue for 10?
The liver.
The liver is correct. You got 20 on the first one, 20 on the second one. That adds 40 points to your score, and that ends you with a very impressive 485 points on the day. Great job today, South Park. Up next is our team from Southside High School. In Southside, here is your first set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. Flip bases, flop bases, and scramblazes are responsible for movement within this structure. Would you like to answer for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
Yeah, we'll take a second clue.
For 20 points. The fluid mosaic model can be used to explain the characteristics of this structure, which in animals contain cholesterol. Would you like to answer for 20 or take a third clue for 10?
Cell wall?
Cell wall will be accepted by the judge. We were looking for cell membrane, but with that, you got 20 extra points added to your score. Very nicely done. Here's your second set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. This character says that he just wants to love God after becoming a Muslim and a Christian. Tell us who this character is for 30 points, or would you like to take a second clue for 20?
We'll take a second clue.
For 20 points, this Indian boy spends 227 days on a lifeboat with a tiger named Richard Parker. Would you like to tell us who this character is for 20 points or a third clue for 10?
Or Pi.
Pi, or Pi Patel, is correct. That added 20 points to your score. So after 20 points on the first question and 20 points on the second one, you net 40 points, and that finishes you for the day with 380 points. Southside, it was a joy having you on the show today. Finally up, we have our team from Baldwin High School. And Baldwin, here is your first set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. This body of water's southern portion is lined by the Alborz Mountains. Would you like to tell us what this body of water is for 30 points or take a second clue for 20?
Can we take the second clue, please?
For 20 points, the city of Baku is on this body of water, which is fed by the Volga River and is bordered to the north by Russia and Kazakhstan. Would you like to tell us what this body of water is for 20 points or take a third clue for 10?
The Caspian Sea.
The Caspian Sea is correct. You just added 20 points to your score. Here's your second set of clues, starting with the clue at the 30-point value. This is a common mineral composed entirely of silicon and oxygen. What is this mineral for 30 points, or would you like to take a second clue for 20?
Can we take the second clue, please?
For 20 points, it's the most common mineral on Earth's continents. Would you like to answer for 20 or take a third clue for 10?
Quartz.
Quartz is correct. You too got 20 on the first one and 20 on the second one, adding 40 points to your score and taking you up to 415 points on the day. Great job today, Baldwin. That wasn't quite enough. This week's winner is South Park High School with an impressive 485 points on the day. Great job, South Park. We'll see you later on this season, and all three teams performed very well and competed very well today. It was great having you on the show, and we have another great matchup scheduled for you next time on Katie Quiz, brought to you by GBU Life.